guys, welcome to another exciting episode and season of Mide's Insights. This is the second season. My name is Mide Blaze, and today I want to talk about gender because there are a whole lot of gender issues going here and there, and that's why I have got my very beautiful sister from another mother, Florence. Hi Flo, what's up?
Hi, I'm home.
Alright, so tell the viewers who Florence is and what Florence is into.
Florence is into photography, a model, and then advocate for girl child.
Okay. Alright, so thank you for making it here actually. It actually means a lot to me.
You're welcome.
You are the first female guest for this season.
Wow,
So
thank
I'm
you.
so excited. Alright, so I want us to talk about, gender and how it has been used as a yardstick, to determine how we should do at certain points in time, in terms of dressing. For example, now I have a gold colored hair now because I want to try a lot of things this season. So and a lot of people will just have an opinion like, oh, I'm going to judge him based on the fact that he has a white hair on and the fact that he's most likely to be a bad boy. So I want to ask you, what is gender to you?
Thank you. Gender is what differentiates between the sex of someone, whether he is a girl, whether the person is a girl or a boy, the mode of dressing and the way they live their life. Everyone expects, okay, this is how a woman should live or dress, this is how a man should live or dress. They expect a man to be, okay, he should be strong, emotionally strong, he should be vibrant, he should be hardworking, a man must not break down. Then the woman, for the woman, or should I say the girl, okay, she should be respectful. There's a way she should dress. Sometimes you hear some people say a woman should not wear trousers, a woman should not do this because it's this particular dress is meant for the men. So then the woman is meant to do the house chores, to do this, to do that, most of the domestic work in the house. Why the man is to go out and also then come back and
All right. So I want to ask you, which is going to lead me to my next question. I want to ask you because I believe there is something called acceptable standard. It is acceptable norm. What is acceptable within a particular society, and there is no way we can actually talk about gender and how our looks has been used as a yardstick, to define us. I want to also, do you think, because I feel culture has a very huge influence on that. Personally, that's my opinion. So I want to put it to you as, what are the factors that you feel are responsible for, gender being used as a yardstick to measure, people? The fact that I'm a guy means, oh, I should do this. The fact that I'm a girl means I should do this. The fact that, I should dress like this, I should dress like that. This is how I should look, and all of that.
In our society today, okay, like in some homes, okay, let me take for example my own house. Me, I don't allow them to say, okay, well, this particular thing is for this girl or this particular thing is for this boy. Like when my younger brother was around during the COVID-19, I made sure he did everything I would do. Sometimes in the morning, he would wake up 6 o'clock, I'll be on the bed. He's going to prepare breakfast.
Because he's going to relax.
Yes, he's going to
and
watch
be taken care of.
Yes, because he has to do it. Okay, I actually noticed that if you don't let the male children to do all these things from home, when they start living on their own and then they have a female partner, they expect her, okay, because in my own house, my woman they do everything, so you have to do everything. So I make sure I train him in the way that whenever he has a female partner, even the woman will be like, no, let's retrain you.
Train you.
Yes. Okay, during the lockdown, we were staying in a face me and slappy house.
Wow.
So some people will come and then they'll be like, why will you be allowing a boy to wash? Why won't he wash plates? Okay, so he expects me, his aunt, his grandma, I should come outside. He's going to wash these plates. What if I'm not around? He's not going to wash the plates. So these are part of the things that people expect that, okay, a man should not do this, a man should not do the domestic work at home, they are the norms. Then for the female, they expect, okay, you are the one that will do everything. You wash plates, you would cook, you have to respect a man, you have to be submissive. If we go to the Bible, a woman is not meant to do all those things. The Bible says the woman is the helpmate of the man. So it doesn't. The woman will just that maybe the woman will wash plates, the man will be rinsing it. Yes, because she's the helpmate.
This angle you are coming in is actually the reason why we are actually here, where we are today, where culture and religion has been, I feel like in terms of wherever it is, we kind of define what gender is and how it should be. So I feel like most of the definition of gender comes from the fact that we have something called in the Bible, and it is written that a man is like this and a woman is like this, you should dress like this. Let me come in from the angle of religion that you just mentioned now. When you're going to church, for example, a guy is okay to wear a short knicker that is of this length to church and wear a shirt on it and go to church like that. If it was a woman, it would be a different thing entirely. They would start saying, "Oh, why are you dressed like this?" And they start saying, "Oh, these are actually things that actually provocate men," and they actually start thinking into it. So it's. I feel like religion should be one thing that we should put aside when it comes to defining people.
Yeah.
We should know that we are first human before becoming a man or a woman. So I want us to discuss this purely as what it is, which is the fact that these are things that actually happen. People are being judged based on how they look or based on whether, in terms of career paths as well, which is actually going to, which is actually another question I'm throwing to you, because if you, I don't know if you know, are they jobs that are actually gender specific?
No.
You feel like that?
Anyone, you can do anything as far as it's your passion, is your training. Whether you're a woman or a man, just follow it.
Okay.
Because I've actually seen a woman that's into welding, like what is electrical? Is it electrical? What welding? I've seen a woman do that. I've seen a woman do bricklayer. So anything, if it's your passion, whether you're a man or a woman, just go into it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let me leave it at that. So, but my next question is: do you feel like this is 21st century, right? And I know there are dynamics to raising a child. In the home, for example, you said something about you having to, make your younger brother do house chores, clean the house, and all of that. But it is not, this is 21st century. There are actually jobs in the house that parents will make it specific, like, Biodo, you should do this one. Kafila is in charge of cooking. So it is not just about, I feel like it's a family thing. So do you feel like family has also, got some influence in whatever it is that we have today?
The main thing starts from the family. Because if other people are doing it, if you don't do that in your own family, okay, this is how I want it to be my family. There's nothing like this work is meant for the girl child or the boy child. Everyone has to do it. What if this person is not around and you don't know how to do it? So we just
okay. So on the angle of parenting, there is something called favoritism, right?
Yes.
When parents like, they like this song more than this song, they like that one more than this, which I don't have any problem with, because I feel like even if you have 5 kids, you cannot love all of them the same way.
Yes.
But that favoritism has also, sort of influenced the problem of, gender and defining roles in the house as well. So I want you to just, give us your opinion on that.
Okay. What I would say on my own part, if you like a child, you should not make it to obvious for the other children to. Okay, like my elder brother, whenever he's around, then before he got married, my dad would be like, no, you should not do this because my dad actually like male children. Even if he's coming to visit us, if he wants, because he doesn't eat pepper, please, so don't put pepper inside that thing. I'll be like, If it's another person, if it's me that say I don't want this, you say I'm not going to eat, I should not do. That's my business. So he made it so obvious. There was a day like we had to open up, wait and say, is he the only child? Please every day now. It's paying It's paying you should not do it, you just come relax. You just eat that's all. Eat, sleep, that's all. Eat, sleep, and it's actually annoying. So, even if you like a child, you should not make it obvious. If you like a child, that is when you should discipline that child more, so that child won't get spoiled. So anything your other children will do, that particular child in law also should also do it. Yes. So
Alright,
that when the child will go outside, people will not say, this one will get home training.
So I'm going to ask you my next question. There is something called acceptable dressing, right? And there is a mix in fluidity on what is accepted to be, what a man should wear and what a woman should wear. I know a lot of people who watch this video and feel like, oh, he's a man, why is he not wearing shirt and shorts? Trust me, life has moved beyond men coming and just wearing shirt and trousers, wearing buba and shukuto. I feel like there is a dynamic to that. And there is something now called unisex dressing.
Yes.
Right? Which is kind of being used to judge people in most cases. Like, why is he dressed like this? Whether he's gay, whether it's this, whether it's that, so do you also feel like that's also another problem, the problem of gender and judgmental spirit generally?
Well, I don't really see it as a problem. I don't see it as that. Because I've never been in such a situation, and I don't even hear people tell me, this one has to. Okay, the only thing I know, like when I was on low court, my dad was like a boy. How do you want people to see you? It's only a boy that will back hair like this. It's only a boy that will do this. How do you see this? Blah 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 and I think it's also part of the problem, like causing all this gender stuff. So what do I even want to say?
Don't worry. Just take your time. Relax. Relax. Alright, so
okay, so everyone can dress the way they want. Okay, sometimes you see when a guy is putting on earrings, you say he's a bad boy. A woman is only a woman that is meant to wear earrings. In fact, sometimes you hear some people say it's not good for a woman to wear earrings. You should dress the way God created. If we are to dress the way God created, then we will all be walking naked. No. Yes.
Yes, we deep.
No, because we came to this world naked, so
that one is deep.
We will all be like that. So I think that's what I have to say about that.
Alright. So we are gradually rounding this. I want you to just give your final word or words for for parents out there, because most of these things, because I feel like it's like it's like a gene. So whatever it is that parents are being taught, they pass it on to their children, and their children pass it on to their children. So it's like a circle. So I want you to just address it in your own way, in terms of how people generally see gender and how it has been used as a yardstick basically to define people.
Okay, what I'll say from the family, they should give every child equal rights. Like the man will do this, the same thing the woman will do. If you're making it obvious that okay, the man is superior over the woman, then it's one of the reasons that leads to domestic violence when you see married couples, because the husband in his own home, we don't do this. The woman, if a man is talking, the woman should not talk. She should just shut up. The man does not have the right to say anything, and if she see anything, it's the badger. So they should that should be addressed. Everything boils down from the home. It should start from the home. The training should start from the home. Train your children equally. Whatever you want the female child should do, the male child too should also do. Then in the aspect of dress, parents should allow their children to express themselves, because when you say, okay, this girl should not do this, even the guy should not do this, when they go out,
you don't know what they're doing.
You don't know what they are. Children get to pretend. They don't express themselves the way they should. Then I think that's all. So parents should just allow their children to be free, and then give every child equal rights.
Thank you so for that beautiful and heavy punchline, I must say. And I'm sure if we call you back on this show, you will definitely respond, right?
Yeah.
All right, thank you. Thank you all so much for watching. But before I leave, I would just like to sign out on this note. And my own opinion is, whatever sex it is, be it man, be it woman, try and raise them equally, give them the same opportunity that you give to a woman, make sure they are exposed to these things, because I feel like that is, home is like the root of everything. Whatever it is that you instill in a child from their home is actually what stays with them forever. Just raise your child in a way that he or she doesn't grow up with such mentality of this is how it should be and this is how it shouldn't be because you are this or because you are that. Let them be expressive. It might be fashionable and it might actually be that thing that will make him become the next, all these influencers that we see on social media today. So you really do not know that child will do that for you. And till I catch you again on another exciting episode, my name remains Mide. Until yeah, please don't come and see my shine here.
I'm helping
Day
you.
your day, let me day my day. Alright, till I catch you on another episode again, I remain Mide. And if you want to follow me on any of the social media platforms, my name is Mide Lays. And if you want to follow Florence as well on any of the social media platforms, she will.
On Instagram, Flowbay, on Facebook, Florence Oluwole.
Thank
The
you.
love doctor.
Alright. Yeah, thank you. Indeed, she's a love doctor indeed, because that's actually how we got to connect. And yeah, that's us signing out, and we'll catch you again in another exciting episode. See you again.
Bye.